Remember when you were a kid and you would rearrange the furniture in your room and it was like a whole new you, and you'd like invite your mom in to see the like brand new version of yourself and it was gonna change your life? I have been chasing that high for the last 25 years of my life. But luckily, I have the adult version for you, and I'm gonna share with you how to do it on a budget. A lot of these room refresh options that I'm going to be sharing are either free or you can do them for very affordable. So let's dive into this. Alright, number one, you know you're not going to get out of this video without me saying remove excess clutter from a room. It is amazing what a difference it can make when you remove clutter that is in a space, because lots of times when we live in a space, we become clutter blind to the clutter in our home. And when you're able to take a step back and sort of assess it, you're like, why have I been having this like random book and these like random wires sitting out on my table for 3 weeks now? It's natural because there's a lot going on in your brain that your brain literally can't just worry about every little piece of clutter all of the time. But you will be amazed at what a difference it makes when you declutter a space. My best tip is to take out your phone, walk through a room and take some pictures of the space, and then go somewhere else and look at the photos. Lots of times removing yourself from the room and sort of like looking at photos of the room instead can make any clutter really, really obvious. Number two is to add and or switch out artwork. A blank wall can easily be spruced up by adding just a little bit of art. And sometimes we end up with art that's been on our walls for just like years and we just kind of like forget about it, and it's not necessarily anything special to us. It's just been hanging there forever and we don't think to switch it out. It can be a super affordable and sometimes free way to refresh a space. So let me give you some of my best budget tips when it comes to adding artwork to your space. One, artwork does not need to be expensive. I'm all for investing in some artwork. We have some original pieces in our home that we spent money on. We supported the artist, but you can also get some really affordable art as well. We sort of fill in around our nicer art with like cheaper art. One of my best ways to get art is on vacation. Lots of times you can find little prints that aren't super expensive, and now they mean something because you got them on vacation, but when you bring them home and frame them, they look really, really pretty on your walls. To check out Etsy, you can get downloadable prints, and usually they're a couple of bucks. I think the most I ever paid for one was maybe $15, and you get a printable file of it. You can print it in all different sizes, then go over to Staples and print a large scale print of it. Those cost you anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks for one of those, and now you've got a beautiful piece of art that didn't cost that much. Of course, we need to frame our art, and that's where things can get kind of tricky as well. Framing is one of those things you can spend anywhere from like $20 to $500+ on frames, and so it can be really hard to find, you know, the right balance there. I think if it's an important piece, it's an original piece, or it's something that really means something to you, spending a little more money to have it professionally framed can often be worth it. We have a local frame shop that I like to use, but I also highly recommend FrameBridge. I used them for years before we had a frame person where we live. If you just want to DIY and get your own frame, my favorite place to get frames are IKEA, because I do feel like sometimes cheap frames look cheap, but I feel like the IKEA frames just have a higher end look to them for whatever reason, and they are super, super affordable. I use some to actually frame my son's artwork, so there's another option of somewhere you can get free art. Art is literally everywhere if you're just willing to look for it. I've framed postcards before. You can really get creative. Number three is to add curtains. Our living room didn't have curtains for the first like year and a half, and it's crazy what a difference it made when we just put some curtains in the space. It instantly makes the room feel finished. It's like a little thing that sometimes you overlook, and when it's done, you're like, oh, like that's what this room was missing, was some nice curtains. And I love curtains because I don't think that you need to break the bank with them. I feel like with textiles, if it's textile, it's going to be touching my skin, and it's something that maybe you want to spend more money on, but things that are hanging, you usually can get away with not spending as much money on like a high quality textile because nobody is touching it. Number four is paint. Obviously, paint can make a huge difference as far as the look of a room, and at the end of the day, for like the dramatic difference you can get with paint, it's not that expensive of an investment. Even if you're buying nice, good quality paint, you're paying about 50 bucks for a can. It's not that much money for the payoff that you can get when you add a nice bright color to your walls, or a moody dark color to your walls. I'm all about dark, moody colors. obviously. All right, quick break because I want to tell you about the sponsor for today's video, which is Naywai. Now, just like refreshing your space is going to make it feel a lot more comfortable to live in it, Naywai designs ultra comfortable loungewear that is designed to live in. Their Barely Zero line includes leggings, bodysuits, briefs, and their best-selling bras that offer the support of a traditional bra without the discomfort. Their style adapts to fit a wide range of body types, so they really adapt to your body. They feel so comfy and like buttery soft on your skin. Ever since I've become a mom, I've become so much more particular about the clothing that I'll wear. Style is really important to me. Like, I care that it looks good on me, but nothing matters more than comfort. If something's not comfortable, it cannot live in my wardrobe, and Naywai checks both of those boxes. You can check them out at naywai.life. All right, number 5, let's talk about another option that is totally free, and that is to reconsider the arrangement. This is a lot like clutter. Sometimes we just live with furniture in a space the way that it is just because like that's the way that it's been, and we never really think beyond that. And sometimes just the tiniest shift of like moving a table somewhere can make all of the difference. In our living room, we had our dining room going like the long way for the longest time. I think just because that's how the previous owners had it. So like when we moved in, it just made sense to put it like that. And then finally something clicked in my head that it made sense to sort of push it to the side and do it the other way and sort of create it as its own little zone. We had the lamp moved, so it's now hung above the table as well to sort of like station off that area. And it allowed us to sort of divide this room up a little bit. So it's just like the tiniest tweak sometimes to like rearranging your space can make it feel like a totally new space. And going off of that dining room example, obviously switching out rugs is a really, really great way to just change up a space. I mean, it is amazing how different a space can look when it just has a different rug in it. We've actually had 3 different rugs in this living room, which I know sounds extensive, but some of it was just work related in my life of being a blogger and a YouTube. But it is amazing how different the spaces can look with all the same furniture and colors and everything, just having a different rug. And I also like using rugs, going back to that dining room example, to sort of section off spaces, especially if you have a larger room or you have a room that's a multi-function room. Anchoring our dining room table over a rug really creates it as its own space, and so it makes it feel a lot more intentional. Again, also with doing the light over it, makes it feel like a much more intentional space. Next up is to add plants or flowers. It is amazing how much like life having a houseplant in a room can bring it. It just makes it feel like alive and cozy and like lived in. I don't know if that's the right word that I'm looking for, but it's crazy the difference of just having some greenery in a space, how much more homey it can make it feel. Next up is to consider adding a lamp to a space. Sometimes just anchoring a space with a lamp, whether it's a large floor lamp or it's a table lamp, like a bedside lamp, is kind of just that last little piece that you need to finish a space, and it can make a big difference. Next up is to change out hardware. This is a great, really affordable hack if you have some furniture that maybe you don't love, or you have some cabinetry that you don't love. We have just like a cheaper IKEA dresser in my daughter's room, but I swapped out the hardware for these nice leather pulls. Lots of times just switching out the hardware is obviously way cheaper than buying all new furniture or all new cabinets, and it can give something a totally different look. All right, this next one is another free option, and that is to do an audit of your home decor. This is same sort of like as clutter. Lots of times we end up with home decor that's in a certain place, maybe on a mantle or on some bookshelves, and they just kind of are there because they've always been there. Take an audit of your home decor. We're talking throw pillows, throw blankets, any decor you have on mantles, on shelves. Is this stuff that you really like? Do you like the way that it looks there? Did you just buy it because it was on sale at TJ Maxx? Does it match your current style? You know, typically our home decor style tends to change over time. Do a little audit. Next up is to consider adding an accent wall. I love the accent wall. I've got the dark accent wall over here. You can do this with paint. Obviously just do a single color. We did an accent wall in my son's room with just one bright, sort of this like moody teal color. But you can also do accent walls with wallpaper. We have a wallpaper accent wall in our master bedroom that I absolutely love. It's just a really simple way to add some interest to the space. You can also do these with wall decals. I got this set of wall decals on Etsy, and these are really great because they're not quite as involved as having to hang up wallpaper. A lot of them are peel and stick, so you can take them down when you're done with them if you're just looking to do like a small refresh. This is actually my daughter's nursery that I was doing these in, and it's just one of those rooms that like I know it's gonna evolve again in a year or two, so I didn't want anything that was gonna be super involved. So this is like such an easy way to make a statement without it being super expensive or being super time consuming or being super permanent. My last tip is to consider changing out the bedding. This is maybe one of the more expensive options on this list because bedding can be expensive, and to me bedding can be one of those things that it's worth spending a little bit of money on. But if you have a room, like I feel like lots of times guest bedrooms, they always just end up with like the mismatched comforters, and you never quite know why it doesn't look great in there. It's just because like you bought that comforter set because it was on clearance one time or whatever. Just sometimes the option of bringing in new bedding can really refresh a space, especially even bedding like will go out of style. So you may have like a bedding set that's really just like super early 2000s or whatever, and so bringing in some new textiles, some warmer textiles, something that's a little more trendy can make a big difference. And certainly if you're just bringing in some throw pillows or a throw blanket instead of doing full bedding, that can be a much more affordable option to still refresh a space. All right, my friends, that does it. That is like 12 or 13 or 14. I never count. I always get to the end and I want to say how many it is, but I didn't count. It's a bunch of ways that you can consider refreshing your space on a budget. Some of those are free, some of them cost only 10 or 12 bucks. Just little things that you can do to make your space feel more homey, more refreshed, more finished without breaking the bank. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Remember to be kind to yourself and others, and I will see you all in my next video.